tunnel, pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Done. 180.
All day. All day. Shoot.
No.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
It's just me and you.
Let's find 7.
Check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They run it with Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
50 seconds. Watch the run. Go. Baby,
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Wilson escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We got alert. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Go. Be ready. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Record.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson flush to his under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Tough sequence there for the offensive line.
Well, it gives us a chance to shine a little spotlight on the defensive linemen, on the defensive tackles. They don't normally get a bunch of praise, but it all starts there, doesn't it? If you're going to have a good run defense, they have to hold the point of attack and make plays as they just did there.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Go. 280!
You ain't going nowhere. Whip. Watch the whip.
Black.
He's coming. We got double up.
Lefty.
SOS.
Kill.
SOS.
Five. Here, shift.
Stay at home.
What's that?
Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll begin the drive with Howard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They run with Howard. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Still got 4 down, 4 down. Motion. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Sunday.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running with Howard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And Elliott puts this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Wilson on first down. He hits his running back, Procise. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line. line of scrimmage.
Darby brought him down. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Slam. Hey, 0. 14, find it. 57's right. Ball trot. Rap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
Come on.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Howard. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Lefty.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Chopper! Great 57. Hey, exit. Mike 5-4. Run. Watch the twist.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Waiting. Hey, Lou. Check 52. What? I'm bringing it to you.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check. Hey, zoom. 82.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
5-9. Hey, high 7. 54's Mike. 54. Watch 54. Go. Lynch 5-3.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Lynch 5-2. It's going to be a long day.
10, under 10, 10. Watch twist.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Come on, boys, come on.
Brings up 4th
Go
down.
team, spell. Hey, 74, 74.
Watch out. Check, Mike.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Here we go.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Here, shift.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches just...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Sproles, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike spot forward, Mike spot forward. Mike spot forward. Here we go. Here we
Kill.
Here we go.
Here, shift.
Watch out. Check, Mike. 54. Mike.
Push up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, rip 5-2, on here. Smooth. Wait, up.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
They run again with Carson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57 to Mike. Watch the back.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, let's get some penetration.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Steps away to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll look to throw. Obviously a big first down right there. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Lockett. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Rush tight, tight end.
Check.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
you.